of the Blows and Stewart Travel Group, BST Vacations. And I'm excited to share with you tonight on behalf of Emerald Cruises, Rob and Agnes, the Classic Prague and Danube Delights cruise that we have going in 2024, hosted by Agnes. And we've got with us today Tracy Daniels, who is our Emerald scenic rep, and she's going to take us through this absolutely phenomenal slide deck and give us all the information so that you can ask any questions and we can give you all the information. So without keeping everybody, Tracy, I'm going to transfer right over to you.
Excellent. Thank you, Scott. And thank you, everyone, for joining us here to learn about this fantastic cruise. I was really excited when I heard that Agnes and the team at BST Vacations was hosting this Danube Delights itinerary, because I just sailed on this with Emerald Cruises a few months ago. So I'm going to be sharing some of my own personal photos here throughout the presentation. And of course, hopefully some of you have already been on one of BST's many hosted cruises. This is one of Agnes's groups here that she's hosted. So we're really fortunate to have such wonderful partners at BST Vacations and very much experienced with our product as well. So you're going with a fantastic group. So I'm going to take you, as Scott mentioned, through the itinerary, and I'll give you a little bit background of Emerald Cruises and who we are, and all of the generous inclusions that our guests receive, that we've won many awards for because of that. So you've got great value when sailing with Emerald Cruises. And then I'll take you through the day-to-day itinerary of this fantastic cruise that you can join BST Vacations on in 2024. As well as any questions as well. There's a Q&A box there that you can also type in some questions throughout the presentation. So Emerald Cruises, we are part of the Scenic family. So perhaps you're familiar with or heard of Scenic Luxury Cruises. So we are part of that family. It started in 2014, sailing on the rivers in Europe. So we've got a great fleet of ships. And then in 2019, we launched our Emerald Harmony ship sailing in Southeast Asia on the Mekong. And then the next chapter with Emerald Cruises just began over a year ago. So in March of 2022, we launched the beautiful Emerald Azura. The picture there on the right, that is one of two now super yachts that we have sailing in the warm waters of the Mediterranean and coming this winter to the warm waters of the Caribbean. So a really great progression of product, but again, with Emerald Cruises, all small ships. So a fantastic way to travel, maximum of 180 guests on our ships sailing throughout Europe. So a lot of experience, of course, being with our sister company, Scenic, a fantastic experience, but all small ships. And here's a little video that shares a little bit about Emerald Cruises.
At Emerald Cruises, our one goal is your complete satisfaction. We've designed and built a fleet of ships that offer intimacy and friendly service. And with our exceptional Emerald value promise, you'll pay one price and then enjoy a selection of excursions, special experiences, and award-winning service that only we can offer. Our bespoke starships welcome between 84 and 180 guests on our voyages along some of the world's favorite waterways. We sail right into the heart of picturesque towns and iconic cities, striking the perfect balance of time to explore on land with the chance to enjoy the features and facilities on board. Here you'll find an abundance of light and space. Our staterooms and suites are elegant and modern. All suites feature our special all-weather balcony, where at the touch of a button, the glass slides down to let in the warm breeze. Enjoy a drink whilst watching the river slowly slip by through the floor-to-ceiling windows in the Horizon Bar and Lounge. If you fancy a dip, you can indulge yourself in our heated pool with retractable roof when the weather is warm. If you sail on the Emerald Radiance or the Emerald Harmony, you'll find we've moved the pool outside to take advantage of the warm climates they cruise in. Up on the sun deck, you can relax and drink in the sweeping landscapes as you sail to your next exciting destination. If you need a bit of me time, then you'll find just that in our wellness centre. Experience fine dining at Reflections Restaurant. Here you can enjoy an intimate dinner on a table for 2, or join some newfound friends on tables that seat up to 10 people. When you sail with Emerald Cruises, you can experience the beauty of some of the world's favourite waterways whilst enjoying the intimate atmosphere and contemporary style on our stunning fleet of starships.
So for those of you new to river cruising, such a popular way to travel. Definitely one of my favorite ways of traveling throughout Europe. Lots of itineraries, of course, that you can choose from on a river cruise. But the wonderful thing is you're unpacking once. So again, you're going to see a lot of countries, cities, little towns, little villages without that hassle of packing up, moving from hotel to hotel every day. So it's a really nice, relaxing way to travel, and you're sailing through the heart of Europe. So a lot of these little towns, they're built along the rivers, and you may not visit them if it wasn't on a river cruise. So it's a really wonderful way to travel right through the heart of Europe. You're exploring a new port every day, so there's always something new to see and explore. And again, it's that small ship atmosphere. So real nice, intimate, small group of guests on board. You definitely will get to know everyone on your cruise. So it's a really nice, very social atmosphere on board as well. Lots of choices when it comes to touring and exploring these fascinating ports so that you can immerse yourself in these local destinations here. But there's also some free time built into our itineraries. So that allows you to kind of have that flexibility to wander on your own, kind of relax and enjoy, and have some time on your own to explore as well. But again, docking in the heart of these lovely little local towns and villages, you're steps away. Again, very easy to get on and off the ship, and you're right there to explore. So a really wonderful way on a river cruise. We're very proud to have won many awards over the past few years for our value that our guests receive. So lots of inclusions when you're traveling. You'll always have an included excursion at every port. All your meals, of course, are included. We also have some different types of included activities. So we have what we call our Emerald Plus experiences, more cultural type events. And then we have a fantastic active program. And I'll get into these a little bit more here in a moment, as well as complimentary beverages, and then our crew. So we include also those things that guests need, such as the airport transfers. So again, you arrive, we'll be there to bring you to the hotel in Prague at the beginning of this group cruise. Then we will bring you from the hotel to the ship, and then at the end of the cruise back to the airport. So all of that's all taken care of, so you don't have to worry about a thing. But we also include gratuities. So this is another great inclusion, both onboard crew and your onshore tour guide. So every day when you're out doing an excursion, you don't have to worry about having euros in your pocket and who to tip and how much. All of that is taken care of. So you don't have to worry about a thing. We just want you to relax and enjoy. So all of those things. Now, typically on our river cruises, you will receive complimentary wine, beer, and soft drinks with lunch and dinner. However, with this BST hosted group, you will receive all your beverages. So wine, beer, spirits, mocktails, all of that's included all day, every day for this BST group, which is another great benefit. So our active program, our Emerald Plus, there's also complimentary Wi-Fi on board, so you can stay in touch with your friends and family family and show all those wonderful photos that you're taking on your exploring. So again, all of this, all great value for you. So we have our Emerald Discovery program. So we have our great active program, like I mentioned. So these are all included as well. So it gives you a choice. So we always have an included excursion with our local guides. Also our active excursions. So whether it's a guided hike or a guided bike tour, we also bring a local guide with us. So you still get some commentary, but just in a different perspective. So lots of those included as well in this itinerary. We also have some great local entertainment that we bring on board as well, and our local guides, like I mentioned, at every port. Fantastic knowledge. There's so much history, of course, in Europe. They've got lots of stories to share. They live here. They're very proud of the cities that they live in. So they're always a wonderful experience to get to know these guides and all the stories that they have to share with you. And then, as I mentioned, our Emerald Plus. So these are certain activities that could be done on board and on shore. So throughout your itinerary, you may see this Emerald Plus activity noted in your itinerary. And these kind of get you more in with the locals. So this picture here is in Bratislava, which is one of the stops on this Danube Delights itinerary. So we'll take our guests to a local Bratislavan home. So you get to kind of see how they live. You get to talk to them. You learn about their family, their life over coffee and cake. So it's a really great time to really kind of interact and see how the locals live. Also, at some ports, we have some optional tours, and we call these our Discover More optional tours. So they're not at every port. They're at some ports where we have a little bit more time. Guests have the choice of some like that independent time to just explore on their own. Some guests prefer to have something more structured. So again, these are optional. They're in addition to those daily included tours. So you'll see those noted. One of them on this Danube Delights itinerary is in Vienna. These are pictures that I took on my cruise this past year. This one's in Vienna. This one I definitely highly recommend. We take guests to a local palace for a beautiful private concert in a real wonderful grand ballroom. So guests are welcomed with champagne or mimosas, and then we're taken up for a wonderful concert in Vienna, of course, the birthplace to that so many classic composers lived for so many years. So that one I definitely highly recommend on this itinerary in Vienna. So you can talk to the BST team to add that to your itinerary. But again, all that great value. So let's take a look on board the ship. Beautiful contemporary design. As you can see, a lot of light mirror throughout the ship. The Horizon Bar and Lounge is somewhere you're going to spend quite a bit of time. Heart and soul of the ship, beautiful floor-to-ceiling windows that you're going to see all the wonderful views while you're sailing. There's a complimentary coffee and tea station here that makes absolutely the best specialty coffees you'll ever have. In the evenings, the cruise director will hold a port talk here and talk about the next day's exciting adventures that you'll be on. And there's also a bar here, and in the evening, there'll be some form of entertainment. Some nights we'll bring on some local entertainers, such as in Regensburg, which is one of the ports on this itinerary. We bring on a traditional Papa band, all in their lederhosen. It's a fantastic performance. So a real special night there to really get a feel for the local music. So again, some nights it might be activity night, so it might be a games night, trivia night. There's always something different happening here in the Horizon Bar and Lounge. So as you can see, lots of activity here, a great way to relax and enjoy. Something unique on our Emerald Cruises ships is we have this indoor heated pool. So this is at the aft of the ship. It's got a retractable roof. So in the hot summer months, it can be opened, but in the cooler months, it can be, it's closed off. But this this is a nice area here. You'll find guests curled up with a book. Nice relaxation area. We've got that coffee tea station there that's complimentary, water station as well, or you can take a dip in the heated pool. So a really nice alternative area there. In the evenings, we turned it into a cinema. So on some evenings, we'll raise that floor of the pool area, we'll pull down a screen, and we'll show a Hollywood movie. So somewhere else that you can go to in the evening, besides whatever the entertainment in the lounge is that evening. So lots of areas there, of course, that you can relax in. You'll definitely want to spend a lot of time up on the sun deck. So this is a beautiful spot, lots of seating, some shaded area there, great walking tracks so that you can get your steps in. But it gives you the 360-degree views of the beautiful scenery that you're sailing past here. So a really great area there, including a little putting green up top. So you can practice your putting skills as well as you're enjoying the scenery. And dining, absolutely fantastic culinary experience on board. We have our Reflections restaurant where you'll have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Lots of regional dishes. So you'll get to try a lot of the local favorites. You may not be able to pronounce all the names, but you'll definitely get to try a lot of wonderful local cuisine. Open seating, so you can sit wherever you wish with whomever you wish. Different table configurations of tables of 2 up to tables for 8. So you can sit wherever you wish. Also in front of the lounge area is the terrace. So this area here, right outside of that is, you can dine al fresco on the terrace area, or you can dine inside here. We'll serve an early riser's breakfast, a light lunch, so an alternative to going down to Reflections restaurant. And then some afternoons, we also serve a high tea. So definitely you will never go hungry when you are sailing with us. And lots of regional dishes as well, special diets as well, any culinary dietary restrictions, just let the BST team know when making your booking, and we can certainly look after you for that. But I think one of our biggest strengths is our crew. So this is an actual photo that I took on my sailing here. The crew really become like family throughout your trip. So they are absolutely special. So that's definitely a big part of your sailing with us, is you really get, the crew really get to know our guests, and you really get to enjoy our fantastic crew. Other areas as well, we've got a fitness room that you can work out in. As well, we have a wellness area, so you can book a spa treatment for an additional fee on board if you are interested. Taking a look at the beautiful suites that we have, a great choice that you can choose from. Starting on the lower deck, there's 3 decks of staterooms. On the lower deck is our Emerald stateroom, starting at 162 square feet. Has a picture window there, just right above the water line there, to enjoy the views. Lots of storage space, because of course you're going to be unpacking that suitcase on the first night that you arrive, and it's going to tuck under your bed for the entire cruise. The majority of our suites, most popular choice is our panorama balcony suites here. Beautiful floor to ceiling window. Touch of a button, that window will glide down, so you can enjoy that beautiful fresh air there. It's an indoor balcony, so you don't lose that space when you're not using the balcony there. So it's a really great design in here. And again, nice, comfortable accommodations as well. If you want to upgrade a little bit as well, we have our grand balcony suite. So these are on the deck 3. It has a glass door that can completely enclose off the balcony there, so that you can enjoy that. It also comes with some extra amenities, including an espresso machine, as well as some canapes served in the evening. And then we also have our owner's 1-bedroom suite. So we've got a few of these on board as well on deck 3. Nice spacious accommodations here. You've got a separate bedroom area, nice sitting area and balcony, and an enormous walk-in wardrobe. So again, this is another option depending on your traveling preferences, and it comes as well with some laundry inclusions as well as a complimentary minibar and more. So again, a lot of great choices that you can choose from. So let's get to this exciting itinerary that Agnes will be hosting in October of 2024. So this one here, it's an 11-day Prague and Danube Delights. So you've got 3 nights in Prague, beautiful city here. Absolutely, it's the capital of the Czech Republic. And then you're going to have 7 nights on the Danube River. So a really very popular combination here. Prague is one of they call the Paris of the East. Definitely a must-see city. Everybody that I know here that's gone to Prague absolutely says it's their favorite city in the world. So it's definitely one of those that you need to have on your must-visit list. So this is the perfect way to do it. So you'll have a 3-night stay here at a nice centrally located hotel. And again, we will pick you up from the airport, take you to your Prague hotel, and you'll have 3 nights there. You'll have an included city tour. You'll have the Emerald Cruises tour director there as well for any assistance that you need. Breakfast is included daily. You'll also have some free time as well to enjoy the beautiful city. And then we will bring you back to, or I should say not back, we'll join the ship in Regensburg, Germany. For a wonderful 7-night cruise along the Danube. Lots of great spots here. Definitely some large cities. So you're going to have 3 capital cities being Budapest, Bratislava, and Vienna on this itinerary. And then you've got those smaller towns like Regensburg, Passau, Krems, Dürnstein. So it's a really nice mix, and this is why it's such a popular river to sail on. Here's a little video of some of the highlights on the Danube River.
The Danube is one of the most famous rivers in the world, and the name alone evokes romantic images of fairy tale castles, sounds of Strauss, and the delights of some of Europe's most impressive cities. Stretching for over 2,000 miles through 10 countries, this is the longest river in the European Union, and with Emerald Cruises, we'll take you on a journey of discovery through some of its most picturesque parts. You can choose to join your Danube cruise in either Regensburg or Budapest, where you'll cruise for a leisurely 8 days. Some of the highlights include Passau with its cobbled streets and graceful arcades, Dürnstein, one of the most enchanting villages of the Wachau wine region, and Melk with its 900-year-old Benedictine abbey. In Vienna, you can take a horse-drawn carriage ride, shop in the impressive boulevards, and for an additional charge, enjoy a delightful classical recital in a traditional concert hall. We'll take you on a guided tour of Budapest, one of Europe's liveliest and cosmopolitan cities, while in Bratislava you'll have the chance of joining a local Slovakian family for tea and cake. Enjoy the delights of the Danube from the comfort of one of Emerald Cruises' award-winning starships while enjoying a fully inclusive service we call Exceptional Emerald Value.
So this video here was our general Danube River itinerary. So of course, with this group, you will be starting in Passau and then joining the ship in Regensburg. Also just a tweak, we've changed from Melk now going to Krems, which I'll show you here in a moment. So boarding the ship here in Regensburg, this was one of my favorite little towns. This is a real traditional German town. You're going to see the locals walking around out in their lederhosen, traditional leather outfits. A really cute little town. This is a picture that I took here. You can walk over that bridge. Very, very old medieval town. There's a sausage kitchen just right at the port here, and you're docked nice short distance away here, but this is a wonderful little spot. the evening here that we're in Regensburg is when we bring on the traditional Bavarian band. So a really great way to kick off your cruise with us. The following town, Passau, another beautiful city, all those pastel buildings here. It's at the confluence of three rivers. You've got the Danube, the Inn, and the Ilz River. So they call it the City of Three Rivers. So a really spectacular location here. You've got the choice of having a guided walking tour. Again, you're steps away from Passau here. Beautiful Gothic and Baroque architecture here. And then you're going to have some free time as well to explore. You also have the option here of one of our Emerald Active excursions. So again, you've got the choice to see some of these towns from a different vantage point. So this time I did the active guided bike tour when I was in Passau. Really nice through the city. So we went, saw some of the city highlights and then went on the outskirts of town, real easy, gentle bike ride, so nothing strenuous. We've got a local guide with us, and our activity manager came with us, and it took us through the outskirts, through a forest, and then we came to this bridge here. Crossing this bridge, the picture on the right here, that's where we crossed the border. So that's where the border from Germany and Austria is. So it was really kind of neat to see that we went to on a bike to Austria that day, and then crossed the river over into Austria there, continued on for a nice little bike. We had a nice refreshment stop at a local pub to enjoy a traditional radler, which some of you may have tried this summer perhaps. But fun little fact, it actually means cyclist in German. So it's apparently a traditional drink for cyclists to enjoy. It's a nice, light, refreshing beverage. So lots of fun activities to do in Passau as well. Continuing on, you're going to visit Krems and Dürnstein. So two little towns in the Wachau wine region. So another favorite area of mine along the Danube. Dürnstein, you'll have very a short walk to the little village where if you love apricots, you'll love Dürnstein because there'll be everything you can imagine and more made from apricots found here in this little town. So the next town is going to be Krems in Austria. So you've got two ways of getting here. You can either stay on the ship and sail, enjoying the beautiful views of the Wachau Valley, or you can take a guided bike tour. So this is another option. It's a 32-kilometer stretch, but flat roads, nice winding bike trail through the little towns as well. But again, you've got that choice. So I've done it both ways and highly recommend both. So there's not a bad option to choose from, but just a very beautiful area in Germany. You'll then come out to one of the larger cities, obviously, the capital of Austria, being Vienna. And again, you've got choices when it comes to touring. You can do a guided walking tour. That's St. Stephen's Cathedral there in downtown Vienna. Or you also can do a guided bike tour of Vienna. So a picture on the right is a picture that I took doing that guided bike tour. Again, going through some of the large parks there in Vienna. Beautiful, beautiful city. Lots to see and do there. So you'll have a full day. So lots of time to enjoy beautiful Vienna. In the evening while you're in Vienna, you do have that optional Discover More tour that you can choose from if you wish for that classical concert, which was absolutely spectacular. Continuing on sailing through on the Danube River, you will come to Bratislava, the capital of Slovakia. Another real gem of a city right along the Danube there. So you could do a little walk, a guided hike up to the castle there, or you can do a guided walking tour of the city down below. So again, you've always got options to choose from, but just another real beautiful city there. And then finally, your cruise will come to an end in a highlight for sure. One of my favorite cities in Europe, in Budapest, Hungary. So this is a picture I took from our sun deck, coming up to the Parliament buildings in Hungary. So this is an absolute stunning piece of architecture. Budapest as well, if you've never been, it's another must-visit city. So again, the BST hosted cruise is the perfect way to see it. So much to see in this city. You've got the Buda city side on the one side and the Pest city side on the other. The Parliament buildings here is on the Pest city side. Lots of bridges as well throughout the city. So you'll have you've got your city tour that you can enjoy. There is a hike up Buda Hill as well. So lots to see and do. And this city, especially at night, is spectacular. The Parliament buildings here, as you can see, all lit up. And there's so many bridges throughout Budapest as well. And they are all lit up at night. So it's a perfect ending, perfect city to end your river cruise on the Danube with BST Vacations. And with that, I will turn it back over to the BST team.
Tracy, it's Rob here. Can you hear me?
I can.
Excellent. Then everyone else can probably hear me as well. Thank you very much. Excellent presentation. And that looks really exciting. Maybe I should go, but I'm not. Agnes is taking the tour. And we're really looking forward to hosting this tour. Agnes, I know, has put a lot of work into this, and she's hosted some of our past groups. We had a group in 2019 with Scenic in France, and Agnes and I both hosted that, and it was very successful as well. So we are, hoping that you'll join us. If anybody has any questions, you can give us a call, or give myself or Agnes or any of your BST advisors a call. And we can try and answer any questions. We've had quite a few bookings already. We've actually had to go back and get some more space on the ship, so it's proving quite popular. And with our included package with the beverages and everything included, makes it a great, kind of a one-stop shop package. It's really really excellent. And we do have Agnes, if you want to unmute, and maybe you could just explain the air promotion that we have right at the moment, because I think that could possibly change. I don't want to speak out of turn.
There, I think you're on, Agnes.
Can't hear you, Agnes. I'm sorry. I'll get her on the line here. Just a moment.
So right now with Scenic, we have the air promotion on, which is added into the cost of the trip. It is right now in economy class, but we will look at any upgrades for premium economy and business class probably in the next few months, probably being around November-ish by the time we can book air. I will be sending an email out to everyone that has booked so far, giving them the option of whether they want to upgrade or stay where they are, or also if they want to add any extra nights in Budapest, because Budapest, as Tracy said, is a wonderful city. I added 4 nights on my last Emerald cruise in Budapest, and I could have stayed 5 or 6 nights. So there is lots to do in Budapest. They have a great hop on, hop off bus. Again, you have the 2 sides of the Buda and the Pest. Mostly everybody stays on the Pest side. But it's easy walking. We did one day where we just walked the chain bridge, which was kind of cool from one side to the other. So there's lots of things to do in Budapest. We can give you pricing on that. And obviously we would have to decide that before the air is booked. So think about that between now and when I send you your emails in November. For anybody else who has any other questions on that, they can email myself or Jess, Rob or Dana, and we will fill in any questions or any concerns or pricing and that sort of thing. Budapest is a wonderful, wonderful city. I can't say enough about it. This deal is on right now. The pricing that we have up is on up until the end of September. After that, our pricing is going to change. And it could also change not only the pricing, but also the airfare pricing. So if you want to get in on the best price, contact one of your BST advisors as soon as possible. I would say before September 30th, because that's when our pricing is guaranteed until. As Tracy said, we have included the drink package. So you can have drinks all night until the last person leaves the bar. Last trip I was on anyway. Yeah, we had a great time on our Vietnam ones with Emerald as well. Couldn't say enough about the staff on board. The tours, everything was just exceptional. So please come and join us. Again, contact any of your BST advisors. Again, any other specific questions, please forward them to Agnes, Jess, Rob, or Dana. Back to you.
Okay, well, thank you again, BST, for inviting me on to share this absolutely fantastic cruise. And we'll be sending this recording out to everyone so you can share with your friends that can join you on this, and contact the wonderful BST consultants so that you can grab those cabins before they are gone, because it's absolutely a fantastic time. All right, thanks everyone.
Thanks, Tracy.
Thanks. Thank you. I think I did, but if she wants